The High Court of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region consists of the Court of Appeal and the Court of First Instance. It deals with criminal and civil cases which have risen beyond the lower courts. It is a superior court of record of unlimited civil and criminal jurisdiction. It was named the Supreme Court before 1997, though previously named the Supreme Court. This court has long been the local equivalent to the senior courts of England and Wales and has never been vested with the power of final adjudication. A person who has practiced for at least 10 years as a barrister, advocate, solicitor or judicial officer in Hong Kong or another common law jurisdiction is eligible to be appointed as a High Court judge or recorder. A person who has practiced for at least 5 years as a barrister, advocate, solicitor or judicial officer in Hong Kong or another common law jurisdiction is eligible to be appointed as the registrar or a master. Full-time judges and recorders, as well as the registrar and masters, are appointed by the chief executive on the recommendation of the independent judicial officers. Recommendation Commission. Part-time deputy judges are appointed on a temporary basis by the Chief Justice. It is not uncommon for a person to sit as a recorder or deputy High Court judge prior to appointment as a full-time High Court judge, where a newly appointed High Court judge has previously served as the Director of Public Prosecutions in the Department of Justice. He or she is subject to a sanitization period of 6 months upon appointment, during which he or she does not deal with any criminal trials or appeals or any civil cases involving the government, to maintain judicial independence and impartiality. Upon appointment as a full-time High Court judge, one must give an undertaking not to return to practice in future as a barrister or solicitor in Hong Kong. The remuneration of High Court judges is determined by the Chief Executive on the recommendation of the Independent Standing Committee on Judicial Salaries and Conditions of Service. As of 1 April 2017, a full-time judge of the Court of First Instance receives a monthly salary of 292,650 Hong Kong dollars, while a Justice of Appeal receives a monthly salary of 307,050 Hong Kong dollars. The Chief Judge of the High Court receives a monthly salary of 340,600 Hong Kong dollars. Further, full-time judges are provided with housing in judiciary quarters or, alternatively, a housing allowance at 163,525 Hong Kong dollars per month. As of 1 April 2020, recorders and deputy High Court judges receive honoraria at a daily rate of 11,765 Hong Kong dollars. The retirement age of full-time High Court judges is 70. However, the term of office can be extended further up to the age of 75. The Chief Judge of the High Court is the court leader of the High Court and the President of the Court of Appeal. He or she is responsible for the administration of the High Court and is accountable to the Chief Justice, who is head of the judiciary. He or she must be a Chinese citizen who is a Hong Kong permanent resident with no right of abode in any foreign country. The judges who have held the position of Chief Judge of the High Court of Hong Kong to date are: for pre-1997 Chief Justices. C. Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Hong Kong. Full-time High Court judges are given the prefix the Honourable, and referred to as Mr., Madam, Mrs. Justice. The Chief Judge of the High Court may be referred to in writing by adding the post-nominal CJHC. Vice Presidents of the Court of Appeal may be referred to in writing by adding the post-nominal VP. Justices of Appeal may be referred to in writing by adding the post-nominal YA. In 1995, Mrs. Justice Doreen Lepitchin was the first woman to be appointed as a High Court judge. She subsequently became the first woman to be appointed as a Justice of Appeal in 2000. In 2019, Madam Justice Susan Kwan was the first woman to be appointed as Vice President of the Court of Appeal. The current full-time judges of the High Court are: Chief Judge of the High Court, Justices of Appeal of the Court of Appeal of the High Court, Judges of the Court of First Instance of the High Court. A Justice of Appeal may sit as an additional judge of the Court of First Instance. A judge of the Court of First Instance may also hear cases in the Court of Appeal, including as a single judge. Cases in the Court of First Instance are usually heard by a single judge, though important cases may be heard by a bench consisting of more than one judge. Although this is very rare, this practice is similar to the English High Court, where important cases may be heard by a divisional court consisting of a 3 or 2 member bench. All judges of the Court of First Instance also serve as members of the Competition Tribunal. The President and Deputy President of the Competition Tribunal are appointed by the Chief Executive, on the recommendation of the Judicial Officers Recommendation Commission. The President of the Lands Tribunal must be a High C.